broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports. It is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person. Today's broadcast features D-Biz on production and camera and CDS on commentary. We hope you enjoy it.
Hello and welcome on in to Aston, PA for Game 2 of our Stars doubleheader here on Midnight Sports. We're going to scrap the pregame intro other than to tell you the Atlantic City Sharks, the team the Stars are playing today, lost earlier against the Long Beach Lightning 6-1. And a game earlier today, their first game of the EJEPL. We've got a special guest during the intro with us today. It's 00 forward for the Greater New York Stars, Dominic Pizarro. Dom, welcome on into the booth for the pregame.
Thank you for having me.
So, Dom, you went off early on there in the first half of the game. Hard hit in the corner in the offensive zone. Walk us through what happened.
So, went to go get the puck. You know, saw a guy, didn't expect to get hit that hard. And then coming off, I definitely felt something wrong with my hand, so.
And what result?
Well, it's a small fracture on my thumb. Don't know how long I'm going to be out for it, but hopefully speedy recovery.
Absolutely. Everybody here at Midnight Sports certainly wishing for that speedy recovery. Thank you for giving us the update. Hopefully the time on the long-term injured reserve is actually short-term.
Yep.
And we'll be pulling for you. We know you got to get down to the bench with your teammates, but thanks for making the time here up in the booth.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, you heard it from the horse's mouth. A small fracture in the hand. Hopeful that that upper body injury does not last very long for one Dominic Pizarro, and he's back out there. We see that 00 doing what he does best, which is scoring goals for the Stars. All right, just 14 seconds left to go here on the pregame as the horn will sound, and everyone will gather around the crease for some last-minute strategy. Programming note for you, Stars are back in action tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. They'll be playing the Clearwater Ice Storm in the last game of the EJEPL August Showcase. And hang on 1 second, we're getting a bit of a dropped signal here on your broadcast. We'll see if it bumps right back up for you. We're going to pause just for a second. We're hopeful to be back. All right, we're back live here. Did a reset there on the old equipment. You've missed all of 13 seconds of this game. Shot comes in. Speaker gets down quickly, gets across, and then jumps right on the ensuing shot. Two quick saves in succession for the Stars netminder, taking over the blue paint from Luke Lazito. Earlier today, Luke had turned in a wonderful performance in the afternoon game. Stars fall just one goal short earlier today, looking to get their first W here in Aston, PA tonight against the Atlantic City Sharks. Thanks for bearing with us. Sometimes the internet signal drops just a bit. Now it's Murphy all over his man. Fauci in for support. It's going to come up to Russo. And Russo's going to guide this puck all the way out of the zone through the neutral zone. Taps it forward there. Pops up in front of the Sharks bench. And continues on into the zone. Shulman in for support. Sammy Shulman helping out there as the Sharks will take over. They cut through the neutral zone, tap it farther. Turning for it is Ramos. Not even a minute into this game. Ramos now has it behind his own net. He skates it wide, skates it up and out of the zone. Sharks trying to come at the blue line, but Ramos skates around all of them. He's beaten 3, now 4, shoots in. And it's stopped nicely there by the Sharks netminder. And now puck stays in the offensive zone. It was Shulman up on that line with Fauci and Russo to start the game. given Bizarro's long-term absence. Now the Sharks take over in their own end. One-on-one doesn't develop for them as Viscoso had gotten back to the defensive end, picks up the puck near side. He's going to reverse it on over for Coronati. Coronati on the backhand, feathers it up just a bit farther, and it's shoveled on out by Russo, who will go for a change. Picking it up is Coker. He shoots in, and that one's going to be chested into the glove by the Sharks netminder. And so, with 23-29, left to go in the first half. Shots 2-0 in favor of the Stars, although looks like the scorekeeper might have missed those early shots. And the Stars defensive end, that's no problem. Hard job there, especially to see it through double glass in the scorer's booth. But in any event, this will be Bolognic at the center dot. Apologies on the mispronunciation of Bolognic's last name through the first two games. In any event, face-off win by Bolognic, but it leaves the zone, and so Viscoso will turn in the neutral zone and dump it right back in. In on the forecheck is Bolognic with Coker out there. Comes up to Coronati, who kicks it farther. Taking over is Coker. Coker on the puck. He's going to thread it toward the slot. No shot coming. Sharks stick in the way. Stars do retain the zone. They dump it in just a bit deeper. They try and go all the way across the ice. It's going to find Viscoso at the far point. Nico Viscoso sets up the play, dumps it on in. And firing on it is Bolognic. He's going to leave it over there toward Coker. And now turning for it is the Stars forward. It's Polyakov. Has the puck, gets it to Bolognic. One-timer doesn't quite connect. It was kind of a scoop shot there. It hit a stick, went wide. The Stars will look to set up again, far side of the ice. It's Bolognic at the Zamboni doors, dumps it in deeper, comes all the way to the near side of the ice. Coker gets in the way of any zone breakout. And it's Polyakov, who tries to gum it up there too, so the Sharks can't get at. Slapper comes in, goes wide of the cage, and the Sharks look to pick it up on the far side of the ice. They do only so far as Viscoso. The point-to-point pass doesn't quite connect, and so Coronati will turn, but Speaker's there first, throws the big mitt on it, and we get a stoppage in play with 22:15 left to go here in an active first half. Well, Stars with a defensive zone draw. Looks like it will be Gitman to take it. He's got O'Day behind him at the near half wall. O'Day tries to stick it farther. That puck does get out of the zone. Good work by the defenseman, Alec O'Day. And Bergman now on the forecheck. Nearly takes the puck off his man. O'Connor in for help, but here come the Sharks. They load up in the slot. They shoot high and wide of the cage. Try and pick it up off the end boards, but it's Thomas Schaefer absolutely destroying his man in the far corner. And the Stars will emerge with it. This breakout pass goes through the neutral zone. The Sharks, though, will take over at their blue line. They work it up strong side, and gumming that up nicely was O'Day for Gitman. Gitman into the offensive zone. He's got O'Connor with him, and that shot comes in. Looked like from Bergman, and it's saved once more by the Sharks netminder. And so it'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Stars. All five skaters will stay out there. Defensive pairing of Schaefer and O'Day behind the circle. Now the Sharks taking over that face-off win. Gitman in on the forecheck. Sharks delay in the far corner, but they're able to work it up to the far half wall, and now they're in business out of the zone. Turning for it is O'Day. He's going to settle this puck down behind his net. Icing waved as it never crossed the end line, and O'Day was close enough to it. Trying to get that puck out of the zone is O'Connor. He does on the second bite at that apple, and it's the Sharks at their own blue line trying to set up once again. Puck comes up through the neutral zone. O'Day able to get stick on puck and jam up any zone entry. So the Sharks reset back at their blue line, and they'll try again just 4 minutes into this first half. It's the Sharks setting up the play in their own end. Coming through the neutral zone now with speed. Getting on his horse is Gitman to push that puck all the way to the near defensive corner. Threaded up toward the slot, but cutting it out was O'Connor. Trying to find Bergman. Just hopped over his stick. Stars will go for a change. Sharks now will turn with the puck right in front of the camera well toward the logo, and they'll drop it back off in their defensive end. It was Fauci on the forecheck there. Russo out there with him. Sharks will pour into the offensive zone. On the forehand, they try a tight angle shot all the way across, nearly backdoor, but a wonderful stick lift by Schaefer prevents the opportunity. Fauci able to tap it forward in the neutral zone. The Sharks will take over in their own end. Atlantic City really trying to put the pressure on that forecheck, and they do come away with the puck, and they enter the zone, do the Sharks, threading it toward the low circle, but again cutting it out there was Fauci. Gets it up to the blue line, not out just yet. 2-on-2 developing. In the slot now come the Sharks, but it was Murphy who got stick on puck and worked it over to the far side of the ice. Stars able to get that puck past the blue line. 5 minutes in. We are here into the first half in Aston, PA. That long puck comes in. Icing wave as the Sharks had gained the line when they dumped in. And so now it'll be Russo trying to work this puck out with Murphy from their own zone on the far side of the ice. Backhander comes way wide. Adamek out there now. And he's going to try and work that puck up to the blue line. He does enough to get it to Fauci, who gets it up to Russo. Russo breaks into the offensive end. He's got Adamek trailing behind. Tries to leave it for him there, but he's got two Sharks draped all over him. So in comes Adamek. Try and separate man from puck. Stars in their home whites again tonight, moving right to left on your television screen. Sharks in their road blacks, trying to dispossess the Stars here. It's Fauci with two Sharks around him, able to keep the puck against the Zamboni doors, far side of the ice. 19:11 left to go here in the first half, as it'll be the Sharks working that around to the near side and then dumping it in just a bit deeper. Fauci again on the forecheck, separates his man from his skates, but still the Sharks pour out of their zone. Through the neutral zone with speed now. It's Ramos and Murphy back. Adamek back checking their shot, deflected wide. A nice deflection by Murphy, and it'll be Ramos and Fauci with Adamek trying to collect that puck and get it out of the zone. Rolling puck comes to Murphy. He's going to flick that up and out of the zone. Should go for an icing. It does. 18:39 left to go here in the first half. And time to remind you that you're watching this game on Midnight Sports. Give us a like, follow, or subscription. It helps us and it'll help you. It's free. Give it a try. All right, Stars in their defensive end. This will come to Speaker's right at the far side of the ice. Puck one toward the slot, but scooped up by the Stars nicely. It's Polyakov emerging with it. 51, not 61. Brought that puck all the way to the neutral zone, out of trouble very nicely, and now it'll be the Stars looking to take over again in the neutral zone. Sharks on the puck momentarily, but Polyakov able to gain the line and dump it on in. On the forecheck is Bolognic. Bolognic able to get the puck on his stick just for a moment as the Sharks will work it over to the other side. It's Coker jamming that up, and now Polyakov on the forecheck once again. Bolognic near side, streaks toward the puck at the near half wall. The Sharks will try the other side. Dangerous play here from the Sharks as they try to get it out of the zone. Two different sides, but they're going to be able to do it this time on the forehand as they skate it up into the neutral zone. Now Viscoso turning for the puck. Far corner in his own end. It stood up just a bit there by a Sharks man, but Viscoso keeps his skates as he so often does. Shot comes in, goes wide. It'll be Coker now, picking that puck up near half wall. Look out, streaking in, top of the circle are the Sharks on the wrister. Speaker snaps down, makes a save. Top of the slot now. The puck sits in the offensive zone for the Sharks. That shot goes wide. Sharks will pick it up, far side of the ice. Polyakov watching his man, pushing him wide. They go point to point, do the Sharks. Coker now on his man. Some tired Stars out there as they had some offensive zone time. Look out, mid-slot come the Sharks. They shoot, top shelf, and score. It's the Sharks streaking in at the end of a long shift there for the Stars. Just unfortunate timing as they had spent a lot of time in the offensive zone and then got trapped a bit in their own end. And so with 17-13 left to go in the first half, the Sharks strike first. They lead 1-0. Now it'll be Gitman on the ensuing faceoff, winning that back to O'Day. Puck sits at the blue line, and then it's tapped into the zone by the Sharks. They're all alone, in tight momentarily, but on the backhand, so they'll just have to dump it a bit deeper. O'Day pushes his man wide. Schaefer now fires at the far corner. It's the Sharks on the puck, far side of the ice. It's racked up to the blue line, not out. Big time shot, goes big time high, and so the Sharks look to pick it up near side of the ice. Gitman pushes his man wide, as does O'Day. It's racked around to the far side of the ice. O'Connor fires at the far half wall. It's dumped in deeper by the Sharks. Gitman all over his man, far corner. Sharks emerge with it, and they work it up to the top of the circle, but it's left there for the Stars. They're able to get it up and out of the zone. Stars on the forecheck through O'Connor. Sharks will turn it the other way, but O'Connor picks it up, and he'll dump in so far as the half wall, far side of the ice, offensive zone. Sharks go point to point in their own end. They look for a quick up. It's a 3-on-3 developing here for Atlantic City. As they come into the zone, they shoot high of the cage. That top corner was winking at them, and the ensuing shot goes up over the glass. And so it'll be a face-off outside of the zone for Atlantic City here. So 16-13 left to go here in the first half. Stars trying to get that ice tilted back toward the Sharks net, as the Sharks have had a little bit of the momentum in the last 2 minutes or so of this game. Sharks take over at their own blue line. They work it up through the neutral zone and tap it on farther. It'll be Murphy retrieving on the backhand. Gets that puck into the neutral zone. Sharks have to clear. They're offside. And there was no call coming. Stars bench can't believe it there. The Sharks were about 2 feet offside, 2 of their skaters, but the Stars able to clear the zone anyway, and so no harm, no foul as we play on here. It's Falsey on the forecheck. Sharks have it in their own end, but it's Russo taking the puck over there after the Falsey forecheck, and stalking through is Schulman on the puck. He tries to turn it toward the point. The Sharks, though, will come away with it as they were able to harass the puck off him with odd numbers, but this time the Sharks are called offside at 15:24 left to go here in the first half. Shots 3 aside right now. Although that's the official count in the arena. Seem to be a few more shots for each team on the ice. Falsey ties up his man at the faceoff circle. Puck sits at the blue line. Eventually won back to the Sharks blue line where they control. They'll try the far side of the ice and dump in off a deflection. So turning for that puck is Ramos. Ramos on the puck behind his net. He goes forehand to backhand and works it up toward Russo. Ramos continues skating with it. And so now that puck comes up to the far point. Bouncing puck's going to go wide of the cage. And so right there, Murphy will pick it up off the boards toward Schulman. Schulman and Russo connect. Schulman takes back over. It's Schulman coming through the neutral zone, able to get that puck deep after taking a big hit. Or Wall doing it. We're under 15 minutes left to play here in the first half. Sharks look to move that up through the neutral zone. They do. Look out, could be a mini break. Viscoso able to shepherd his man wide. Some good defensive play there. That puck took a deflection, went wide of the cage. The Sharks could not corral it on the far side. Now it comes into the slot, low slot on the forehand. Look out, side of the post. Speaker sold out on the near post, and that puck went off the far post and wide. Trickling puck's going to come up toward Coronati on the backhand, works it up toward Adamek. Adamek up to the far point, bouncing puck there. Adamek able to swipe that out. Will it be on target? It is, and so no icing here, as it'll be the Sharks trying to get this puck up and out. It's Polyakov able to work that puck deeper with a line mate there. And so onward we play. It was Adamek giving Polyakov some help. Viscoso to Coronati. Coronati on up to Bologna. Bologna dumps it deeper. Polyakov now on the forecheck. Stars trying to get something going here in the offensive end in a sustained fashion. It's a puck that comes all the way through the slot and out of the zone, and so Viscoso will take over. Coronati gets the point-to-point pass right back to Viscoso. Stars circle in the neutral zone. They find Bologna on the weak side of the ice. Bologna streaks into the slot, keeps his skate, shoots from distance, and it's gloved out of the air by the Sharks netminder. 13:20 left to go here in the first half. Well, it's going to be Bergman, Gitman, O'Connor, O'Day, and Schaefer. O'Day gets that puck, hits a stick on the shot from the point. O'Connor able to cycle it just a bit deeper. It goes off a skate into the slot. Sharks get possession of it, and then they fire it up through the neutral zone. Settling that puck down was O'Day. He was able to fire it out of his defensive zone. Sharks have to reset. They'll dump in this time, and O'Day will retrieve at the end boards. It's O'Day on the puck, near corner. Rolling puck up toward Bergman. He taps it to himself, and he'll go around his own net here. Will Bergman skates that out toward the circle. It's O'Connor trying to whack that out of the zone. He gets a little help from Gitman. Sharks dump it in deeper. It'll come to O'Day on the forehand. O'Day will switch the direction on the backhand. Nice stick lift there. It looked like O'Connor, and it's left for Gitman, who dumps it on in. Bergman on the near side of the ice. Bergman tries to retrieve there. Sharks end up double teaming him, and they come away only so far as Schaefer. Schaefer in his own end. He settles the rolling puck down on the forehand. He finds Gitman. It's a 3-on-2 if the Stars hurry. Gitman pushed just wide, tries to get it toward the backhand. He can chip it toward the slot. It's sent out, but not out of the zone just yet. Gets caught in some skates, and the Sharks will take over. Schaefer able to get in the way of his man as the Sharks dump in, and his partner O'Day will pick it up from behind the net. Works that up nicely toward Bergman. Bergman taps it farther. The Sharks have to delay as they were stuck in the offensive end, but without the puck. Under 12 minutes left to play here in the first half. That rolling puck's going to find Schaefer in his own zone. Schaefer stops, and he'll turn, get back on the forehand, bottom of the far circle. Pass across the zone, finds Fauci. Fauci gets tripped up there. O'Connor did well to find Fauci, and Fauci's going to buy a penalty for the Stars. Looks like on the trip. 11:40 left to go here in the first half. First power play of the game will be going to the New York Stars. 2 minutes for tripping, it should be here. Yes, indeed. So the Stars down a goal, about to be up a man for 2 minutes, or what they hope is fewer, if they can pot this one in the back of the net. Polyakov, Gitman, Bergman, Murphy, and it's like Bolonik out there as power play unit number 1 on this shift. That puck comes off the dasher toward the slot. The Sharks do retrieve, and they're able to feather that up and out of the zone. They can't maintain control there as Murphy has the puck on the backhand. He's able to tap it farther, and now the Stars look to get in business. Pass just goes wanting there for the Stars. This one's going to go for an icing as the Sharks jam it all the way down. 20 seconds gone on the man advantage for the Stars. Offensive zone draw upcoming for them. 11:19 left to go here in the first half as the Stars try to get some sustained possession in the offensive zone. It'll be Gitman and Polyakov as the wingers. It's like Bergman to take the draw. The puck comes away on a Shark stick, but it was Bolonik who was able to steal it off his man, and he'll circle at the top of the far circle, works it over toward Murphy in the high slot. Murphy able to send that down toward Polyakov, and now it's Murphy on over for Bolonik. And that puck shot in, goes off a shin guard high of the cage. Stars are maintaining possession here in the offensive zone. They'll go across the ice, top of the far circle, trying to get that puck to some open ice at the top of the blue line. Murphy able to keep the zone. He just jams it on in so the Stars can get to work at the end boards. That puck comes up to the near half wall, side of the cage. It sits there. Gitman tries the wraparound. He gets shut down by a Sharks defender. And so now it's the Stars with 55 seconds left to go on the man advantage, trying to work that puck up to the top of the blue line. Instead, the Sharks able to send it out. Murphy goes to retrieve. Murphy on the puck. He's got Polyakov ahead of him, who's going to have to skate it back into his own zone for more time and space. Now Murphy on the puck, works it up far side of the ice. Gitman will pick it up there, being back-checked heavily. And so in comes Bergman for some help, and he's able to dump it in deeper. Polyakov calling for it in the slot. Bergman has no passing lane just yet. He circles at the far circle, hits a skate, and that puck's going to be racked out again. It's going to go to the side of the cage for an icing. 20 seconds left to go on the man advantage here for the Stars. 10 minutes even left to go in the first half in this game. Now it'll be Coker, Schulman, Russo, O'Day, and Coronati out there as the 5 skaters for the home team. Schulman wins that forward. Puck comes up to Coronati at the far point. It hits a body there. Look out. It's a breakaway here for the Sharks. Way out comes Speaker. He's able to shut the breakaway down. He makes the save on the shorthanded opportunity for the Sharks, and now it's O'Day working that puck up for Coker. Coker able to eliminate his man from the play and get to his skates first. Russo takes that in stride. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here as Russo works that puck up into the offensive end, but here come the Sharks. Only so far as O'Day. O'Day back toward Coker. Coker's going to touch that puck up, and Schulman first to it. Schulman on the puck, throws it toward the slot. It hits a stick, and so the Sharks look to take over. Russo with a nice stick lift. Comes up to Coronati. Coronati feathers that on down toward Russo. Toward the slot. One-timer doesn't connect. The stick got in the way. Laser shot goes wide from the point, and so the Sharks look to get this out, but the Stars able to sustain the pressure. It's Schulman down low for Russo. Coker streaks toward the slot. That bouncing puck hits a stick. Goes way out of the zone. It was a moonshot off that stick, and so the Sharks look to take over in the neutral zone. Sharks in the neutral zone. They break in just a bit offside. And so with 8:51 left to go in the first half, you have time to catch your breath, as it'll be a face-off just outside the Stars' defensive zone. Now Stars with some nice pressure on the man advantage. There was one shorthanded breakaway the other way. No harm, no foul for the Stars. Still just down a goal in this one. Long shot in. That takes a deflection. Goes wide. It'll be Murphy picking it up in the far corner. He's got a man on him, but he's still able to work it over toward Ramos. And Polyakov returns the pass for Ramos. Ramos tries to pass that one out of the zone. Sharks come away with it. They shoot wide of the cage. Speaker had that one covered with the leg pad as he warms to the task here. It's now the Sharks, far side of the ice, far half wall up to the far point. Look out, shot comes in. Speaker able to get the chest in front of that one. And so it will be Ramos bodying his man. Puck flicked up to the blue line, not out just yet, but at this time it is jammed out by Adamek. A wonderful play by him to relieve some of this pressure. Now the Stars need to get back. The heavy forecheck works out. Stars had the line, icing waved, and so with 8 minutes left to play in the first half, we play on. Polyakov on the forecheck. Quick up by the Sharks on the proper side of the red line, according to the officials. And so it will be the Stars picking it up behind their own net here, throwing it up and out of the zone. That puck comes right back in, but it's shot out of play. And so this will be a face-off just outside the Stars zone. 7:43 left to go here in the first half. Shot 6-4 in the Sharks' favor. And it'll be Fauci to take this drop. He's got Bergman just to his left and O'Connor to his right. Sharks win that faceoff. They shoot in wide of the cage again, and now Bergman looks to pick this puck up in stride. It's a 2-on-2 developing out there with O'Connor. Ice Monster picks up that puck. That August ice not helping the Stars out right now, and so they go offside with 7:31 left to play here in the first half. Now it'll be Fauci to take this drop. He's going to have O'Day and Schaefer behind him as the defensive pairing. Bergman to his left and O'Connor to his right. Fauci on the drop, wins it forward, firing in, shoveling it forward is O'Connor. He's in all alone, but that long reach, he couldn't just put it in because the netminder for the Sharks had come way to the top of the blue paint and it cut out the threat. It was a wonderful individual play there by Liam O'Connor, but it was just shut down at the last second by the stick of the Sharks netminder. It's now the Sharks coming the other way in a 2-on-1. O'Day back, trying to take away the pass. In on the forehand, Speaker able to shut it down. That puck's still loose in the blue paint. Speaker dives across, and now we get a whistle as Speaker scrapping with a few players in that blue paint, but he throws the body on top of it, and with 7 minutes even, able to buy himself a whistle in his own blue paint after the 2-on-1 developed into a shot that came right into the chest. And so the Stars will have a defensive zone draw upcoming, but no harm other than that. And so it'll be Fauci to take this drop, trying to win it on the forehand over toward the half wall. He wins it forward. Sharks try to dump in. They hit a body there. It's racked out of the zone. Look out. Bergman gets on his horse, tries to draw the puck with him. O'Connor there to clean it up and throw it into the offensive zone. But Sharks pick up possession. Ice Monster gets the Sharks there, thrown toward the slot. O'Connor's going to try again. He's got Bergman there. The one-timer saved beautifully by the Sharks netminder. That was a bang-bang play, and it was well-positioned, that save, as Fauci able to throw that back into the offensive zone. Now it's the Sharks now coming the other way. Long stick separates Sharks man from the puck, and O'Day on the quick up. He'll find Bolonik there. Late hit. It's going to be called this time as the Sharks touch up through their netminder. So 6:18 left to go here in the first half. It was a late hit as Bolonik was against the glass on the near side of the ice at the offensive blue line. He released the puck, and after a second or maybe three, took a shoulder to his shoulder, and so Sharks called for it there. They'll go to the box, and the Stars in business on the roughing call against Atlantic City for 2 minutes with 6:18 left to go here in the first half. It'll be Gitman to take the draw. He's got Polyakov behind him, wins it over toward him, and it'll be shepherded up to the near point. Murphy back down for Polyakov. Polyakov, top of the circle, works it up for Murphy. Murphy tries to jam it farther. It's an aggressive penalty kill here by the Sharks. They're coming all the way out to the blue line, and so the Stars will need to move it quickly. It's Murphy in. That deflection carried just wide and then off a blocker of the Sharks netminder. Now the Stars look to set it up and send something into the slot. O'Connor taking a beating there in the low slot, but he's tough. He pops right back up. Now that puck dropped low by the Stars. On the forehand are the Stars up to the point. It's Bolonik back down low now. Stars looking for O'Connor in the bumper position. Murphy comes over. Shot comes in. Rebound found by a Sharks D-man. And so it'll be Gitman, it looks like, setting up again on the forehand, swiping it up to the far point. On over for Bolognic now, and that shot comes in. It's feathered up and to the side of the cage, still loose, and that one's going to be gobbled nicely by the Sharks netminder. 1:04 left to go on the man advantage here. Shots equal at 8 a pop, but the scoreboard shows 1 for the Sharks, none for the Stars. 5:21 remaining here in the first half. Now the trigger man on this will be Gitman. He's got Polyakov to his left, Murphy behind. Bolognic up at the other blue line position. Polyakov working that low. Real chemistry here from this power play unit right now. Bolognic slaps in, hits a skate, goes wide. Polyakov picks up the puck, top of the near circle. Some real sustained time here for the Stars as they spin that on down low. The Sharks, though, will pick it up. Commentator's curse as that puck comes out of the zone. 41 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Gitman picks it up there. He's able to work it past a man. Gitman on the forehand, throws that in. It's going to be gloved down by the Sharks netminder. So the Stars can make a change here with 34 seconds left to go on the roughing call to the Sharks. 4:51 left to go here in the first half. Hey, a reminder, if you didn't catch the first 2 games of this EJ season right here on Midnight Sports, A, what were you doing? And B, it's 25-minute halves with an ice cut right in the middle. So after another 4 minutes and 51 seconds of game time, there'll be an ice cut. It shall be a 10 to 12-minute delay in your viewing pleasure. In any event, stick with us. We'll have the second half coverage just like we did the first. It's Ramos skating this puck all the way out of his zone. Oh boy, he's already beaten 2, now 3. Guys, he's able to work that all the way to the end boards. And it'll now be Coker picking up the puck at the far side of the ice. Coker in front of the Zamboni doors. Russo in for support. Now O'Day will come in too. Stars desperately trying to get this puck forward in the zone. They do. Ramos sits in the slot. Ramos tries to chop that out of the air just over his stick, so he'll have to curl back for it. He's got a Sharks man all over him. He's able to get that puck up and out of the zone. Sharks take over at their own blue line. They're making a change here. Look out. Schulman able to intercept that pass. Leave it there for Russo. Loads up, feathered in. Spilled puck, but the Sharks able to jump right on top of it. And so, with 3:58 left to go here in the first half, offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, the last couple of minutes have really tilted this ice. They've done everything but find the back of the net. Have to like their odds going forward if they continue to play like this. And we get a double whistle here as the Sharks trying to make a change, but adjudged to be a little bit too late there, and so they'll have to carry on with the 5 they had on the ice. It'll be Bolognic to take this draw. Wins that forward, Sharks control, and Bergman picks it up there. Thinks about tapping it up toward Coronati. Takes the shot, doesn't miss by much. It'll be Viscoso sending that back down for Bolognic. Bolognic now on the puck, and he tries to shepherd that up to the point just out of his reach. And now the Sharks look for that home run pass. Doesn't connect, but icing waved, and so onward we play. Coronati on the puck. He taps it farther up to the near half wall. Sharks control momentarily, and now the Stars able to jam that up and out of the zone. Bergman picks up that puck. He's going to skate across the blue line. He's got Polyakov. Puck rolls off his stick, though, and Viscoso able to cut out the threat on the backhand. Bodied his man momentarily. Coronati gets back, chops that up toward the blue line. It's pulled out of the air there by the Sharks. Sharks flick that forward. It's going to go up into the netting. 3:16 left to play here in an eventful, everywhere other than the scoreboard, first half from Aston, PA. Now it'll be Gitman, Russo, O'Day, Schaefer, and O'Connor out there for the Stars. The Sharks control at the blue line. They dance into the slot. There's going to be a call here. Speaker jumps on top of it, but the Stars will be going to the box for roughing with 3:10 left to go. First Sharks power play of the day, as the Sharks up a goal, about to be up a man here for the next 2 minutes late on in the first half from the Iceworks Skating Complex. So the penalty killers over the boards here for the Stars. It will be Viscoso, Russo, Gitman, and Schaefer. Schaefer takes that face-off win. He's able to jam that all the way down. Fluttering puck shouldn't cross the end line on this August ice. Icing wave. Wonderful clearance by Thomas Schaefer there to kill off some of this Sharks power play. Sharks now will set up. They're 4 wide, coming out of their zone with some speed. It's Russo coming across, trying to take the puck off his man. That puck's going to be shot. Speaker gets enough of the leg pad on it, and it goes wide. Well, it didn't miss by much, did that puck, but the thinnest of margins at this level of 16U Diamond 1 in the EJEPL. It's now Gitman working up high, trying to get that puck somewhere safe. The backdoor shot was on, but couldn't be corralled by the Sharks, who work it up to the near point. The Stars need a clearance here with 1:15 left to go on the man advantage. Some interchange, but then a loose pass finds Gitman. Gitman on up toward Russo. Russo on the forecheck, able to work his man just a bit deeper in the zone. The Sharks will thread that out of the zone, but not much farther than Viscoso. Now it's on for the Sharks into the offensive end. On the forehand, they'll turn and curl and then throw that toward the slot. Look out. It was the Sharks all alone for a moment until Russo came over to lift the stick of his man. Now the Sharks on the puck. Far half wall. Gitman watches his man there. Far point. He gets down to block. His man will have to walk back and send that to the high slot. It's the Sharks trying to walk that lower and interchanging to get onto the forehand and then throw it toward the slot. Coming around the net are the Sharks. They're back at the end board. Speaker's down early. That fluttering puck goes to the side of the cage. Speaker had enough of the stick on it, and then it hit a skate and went to the side of the cage. Sharks making a change while they control the offensive zone here. 17 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Russo working his man over in the corner. Murphy watching his man now at the end boards. It's Viscoso pushing his man wide. Sharks still on the puck. They curl toward the slot. Russo throws it up to the far point. 4 seconds left to go on the man advantage as the Sharks try to get one more shot off on the man advantage. They work it up to the near point. They stalk in. They shoot. Speaker gobbles that up. Loose puck in front. And now it's Russo chipping that up and out. 60 seconds left to play. This might go for an icing. Either way, though, the Stars will be able to make a change here with 55.5 seconds left in the first half. They kill off the roughing call against them, and so it's going to be a defensive zone draw off the icing. 5-on-5 hockey right now for the Stars. It'll be Fauci to take the draw, far side of the ice. Now Fauci ejected there, and so O'Connor comes in to take the draw. O'Connor able to tie his man up and work the puck harmlessly over to the half wall. Fauci receives the pass. Fauci skating that into the neutral zone, and now it's O'Connor on the puck, on the forehand, shoots in. That's blocker down by the Sharks. A nice chance there for the Stars. O'Connor nearly created it entirely on his own. That puck's going to roll all the way to the Zamboni doors. 31 seconds left to go as Fauci works his man over in the near corner. Sharks come in for support. It's Adamek on the forecheck. Sharks will turn and face the other direction now. 20 seconds left to go as the Sharks try to get this out, but Fauci and Adamek were adamant about keeping that puck in the zone. It's now Murphy able to flick that puck up without getting an icing and get it back into the offensive zone. It's some heavy hitting there with 4 seconds left to go by Fauci. Ramos is just going to buy some time here, and just like that, it's the end of the first half as the players separate on the near side of the ice. Stick around, ice cut upcoming, shots even at 11 apiece. But after one half, it's the Atlantic City Sharks 1, the New York Stars 0. Keep it right here. We'll see you in 10 to 12 minutes. And if your broadcast goes dark, don't worry. We're just pausing and resetting to try and bring you the finest feed we can from Aston, PA. Stick around. We'll see you in 10 to 12 minutes. This is Midnight Sports. are back here in Aston, PA for the second half of this EJEPL Game 3 August Showcase. You got a little bonus coverage there from Midnight Sports. You saw Coach Carney working the officials just a bit before puck drop here in the second half. It's a veteran coaching move. You're always arguing for the next call. The officials will never change the prior call, and so Coach Carney just trying to buy his team a little goodwill out there as they get set. Down a goal here, 25 minutes on the board. Shots even at 11 apiece. Goaltenders being checked. Sharks goaltender ready. Stars goaltender ready. Scorekeeper ready. And so it'll be Bolognic over for Polyakov. Up to Schaefer. Schaefer tries to steer that puck out of the zone, but O'Day will do it for him this time as that puck rolls all the way up to O'Connor. O'Connor on the puck. He'll dump on in, and giving chase on the near side is Polyakov. That puck's racked around to the far side of the ice. It takes a deflection up into the netting. Should be a face-off in the Shark zone here. And so, same 5 skaters will stay out there on the ice. Schaefer completes the O'Day pairing as Bolognic able to work that puck just a bit deeper, but Sharks control. They're going for a home run pass here. That looked to be touched by the Sharks. And a long wait there for that whistle as the back official had his arm up. Either way, played with a high stick or an icing, it should be a face-off all the way down in the Sharks' end. All the players are ready for that face-off, but just some explanation here between the officials, and so a bit of a delay as they sort it out amongst themselves. Well, no coach argued the decision, but now it's going to be a face-off all the way into the Stars zone. A judge not to be played with a high stick. Looked like it was clearly either icing or a high stick, but instead we're going to be all the way in the Stars zone, and so hopefully nothing bad happens for the home team here in white. It'll be Bolognic to take this draw. Comes up to the near point and fired in, but it hits a skate. Never reaches Speaker as the Stars do break out the other way. Stars work that puck forward as that rolling puck's going to come across the logo. Tapped farther, but not past O'Day. Nice long reach there. Keeps the threat at bay. It's O'Day now at the logo. Backhands that into the offensive zone. Just a bit offside. And so this is going to be a face-off just outside the Shark zone. No, looks like we might be setting up here at center ice, as that's where the puck was played in from. So 24-12 left to go in this second half. 48 seconds gone. Not too much going on other than a shot in favor of the Sharks thus far in the first minute of this second half. Bouncing puck finds a Shark stick. Look out. Drop pass connects in the slot, then spilled forward as too many Stars sticks got in the way for the Sharks' liking. Sharks now work that up to the far point. They're going to laser it in, but it was Russo with a nice shot block there off the skate. And so the puck goes wide. Gitman now goes to work at his own end boards, trying to get this puck free over toward Coronati. 4 players in. It finds a Shark stick. Swiped farther there, though, by Schulman. Puck comes up to the near half wall. Stars haven't gotten it out just yet. Shot comes in. Speaker kicks that right over to Coronati. And onward we play. Coronati skates that up, out of the zone, gains the line, flicks it in, but just into the Sharks bench. Some extra long benches here in Aston, PA. No glass there right by the end of the bench. Easy for a player to play it right on in to the opposing team's bench as he tries to enter the offensive zone. That's exactly what happened. 23-26 left to go here in the second half. Fauci comes over the boards to take this draw. Wins that over, and the Stars dump on in. It's now the Sharks with the puck at their own blue line. They work it up through the neutral zone over just as far as Ramos. Ramos for Murphy. Murphy on up, and it was Adamek trying to play it past his man there. The Sharks will come the other way. Sharks into the offensive end. They're going to shoot, but it's Ramos with a nice shot block. And so now the Stars try to work it out of the zone. It hits a skate, goes wide. Murphy picks it up in the near corner, racks it around there for Adamek. Puck just out of his reach. Starks control. They throw it toward the slot. Look out. Bouncing puck behind the net. Thrown out front, but Coker able to settle that down, work it up and out of the offensive zone of the Sharks. It's now the Sharks controlling in their own end. Sharks will turn and try the near side of the ice instead. They work it up toward the red line. Nice backhanded pass connects, and they'll dump on in. It'll be Murphy retrieving behind his own net and working it over for Ramos. Ramos on the forehand, skates that up, flicks it across the ice. It's kicked farther by the Sharks, and then Coker works it over right in front of the Stars bench. Throwing that puck in for the Stars, but it hit a player, it looks like, on the Sharks bench. And so we get another stoppage in play in a choppy second half. It's 22-21 left to go here in Game 3 in Aston, PA. It'll be a faceoff just outside the Shark zone. Blonik works that forward and taps it farther to himself. He's got Polyakov with him. He shoots in, looking for the shot pass, and it goes just wide. Does the ensuing shot after the initial save by the Sharks netminder. The Sharks now pour forward in the neutral zone. That puck comes into the Stars' defensive zone. It's tapped farther there by O'Day, and now settling it down is Schaefer. He works it up and out of the zone once again. Curling with that puck is Bergman. Bergman into the offensive end, comes off his stick, but not before it gets into the offensive zone. The Stars pick it up, they shoot, oh, off the crossbar. They were that close to evening this game up, and now it's a 2-on-1. Right back the other way. Schaefer's going to turn with his man at the half wall. It's thrown across. Speaker slides across the goal mouth. No shot coming, though, as the pass went wanting. And now it'll be Polyakov working his man over. Schaefer bodies his man off the puck. Polyakov picks up that loose puck, throws it up and out of the zone. Icing should be waived here. It is in fact waived, and the Sharks will have to pick up that puck with Bergman all over his man, able to slow him down long enough for Polyakov to get the puck. Bouncing puck, far circle, tapped to a Shark stick, and now the Sharks have a 3-on-2 the other way, turning into a track meet once again. As the Sharks come around, they look for the saucer pass. Schaefer had pushed his man wide very well, and the Sharks try to set up shop, but the Stars through Bergman, and now Polyakov got in the way. It's Polyakov into the offensive end. He's got Bergman with him. Oh, the pass just out of his reach. It was nearly a textbook 2-on-1 there for the Stars. Instead, the Sharks come away with possession in their own end. The Sharks working it over to the far side of the ice, and then trying to connect, and the neutral zone can't hit a stick. Goes for an icing with 20:37 left to go here in the second half. And so it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Looks like it'll be Gitman to take this drop. O'Connor and Russo complete the forward trio. Viscoso and Coronati as the defenders. And it's O'Connor working that puck deeper in the offensive zone. Sharks look to come away with it at the near half wall. O'Connor on the forecheck once again. Will drop down low. Sharks will pass it up to the near half wall and flick that up and out of the zone, but without possession. Turning for it now is Coronati. He taps it back up to the blue line. Sharks able to keep the zone. They shoot it. Speaker able to blocker that aside. And now it's the Sharks trying to collect and get another shot, but instead Russo taps it for Gitman. Gitman up for O'Connor. O'Connor into the offensive zone. He's got Gitman through the slide. He shoots. That one's going to be gloved down by the Sharks netminder, looking for another shot pass for the Stars. The Sharks netminder had a different idea, and with 20:03 left to go here in the second half, it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. This will be Gitman to take the drop again. O'Connor awaits in the slot. It's worked forward by Gitman, and the Sharks will control at the near corner. Pass comes up through the offensive zone for the Stars. Sharks first to it in the neutral zone. They're going to fire a long shot in. Speaker's just going to kick that one aside, and it'll be Viscoso working his man over in the corner. Sharks control at the end boards. Gitman now all over his man at those end boards. Sharks trying to separate Gitman and his man, and they're unable to do so as that puck comes all the way around, and so it'll be O'Connor picking it up in stride. He feathers that up on a nice saucer pass toward Russo, and icing's going to be waived here through the hustle of Russo. It's now the Stars trying to keep that puck in the zone, unable to do so, and so the Sharks have a 2-on-3 back the other way. Viscoso swipes at the puck, pushes his man wide, puck comes in low, but it was the Stars D-man who was able to keep that puck from getting in any trouble. Now Coronati turning for the puck on the forehand, racks it around to the near side. Pinching in are the Sharks to keep the zone. Fauci works his man over, and Viscoso able to get the shoulder to the glass to block off his man as the Stars look to escape the zone. O'Connor nearly off to the races as Russo quickly off the ice. Cannot draw too many men on the ice penalty. A good shift there for Anthony Russo. Viscoso hauled down. The Stars will be going to the power play here early in the second half. And Aston, PA, 18:45 left to go in this second half. And the explanation comes from the official. It's a cross check. And so 2 minutes put on the board as the Sharks player goes to the sin bin. And the Stars will look to tie it up here on the man advantage. They were 2 for 4 in the last game. So they'll look to get back to their scoring ways here. Up a man for the next 2 minutes. Puck's going to come up to Bolonic. Bolonic has Murphy in the high slot. He's going to work it lower as the Sharks trying to take away that high slot pass. It's pitch and catch on the far side of the ice for the Stars. They'll shoot that across, looking for that cross ice pass to try and open up the wickets of the Sharks netminder. It's shot in, long shot in there. Sharks nearly pick up the rebound on the far side of the ice. Instead, the Stars work it up, but not out. Look out, shorthanded opportunity in the slot, flicked on net. And it was Speaker and Murphy who did well to kick that out. Puck may have been going wide anyway, but instead the Sharks still have it. They pass it over to the near half wall. Shorthanded opportunities aplenty right now for the Sharks. It's Gitman trying to get all over his man and make him turn near the end boards. Murphy now fires in, takes his man out of the play, and so Gitman will come away with it. Stars now trying to set something up out of their own zone. That puck rolls in the neutral zone, into the offensive zone, doesn't happen, and now the Sharks have a breakaway the other way. It's Murphy getting back. Oh, they shoot, they score. On the backhand, that's a shorthanded breakaway goal for the Sharks. And just like that, with 17:42 in the second half, it's Sharks 2, Stars nothing. Still 58 seconds left to go on the man advantage here for the Stars. They'll look to get that one back in the next game minute. It'll be Fauci winning that over toward Schulman. Schulman works that off the glass into the offensive end. Schulman now all over his man on the back check. Fauci tries to take the puck off his man too, able to force his man into an early pass, so Ramos will track back. Try and send that puck over toward Coronati. Ramos picks up that loose puck behind his own net, dances around a hit. Now it'll be Ramos on up as the Stars work that up out of their defensive zone. 33 seconds left to go in the man advantage as Coronati has the puck, feathers it in, and Fauci will give chase on the forecheck. Sharks first to it right now. O'Connor able to get a stick on that, and it's deflected up into the netting. This puck ought to stay in the offensive zone for the Stars, and it looks like it will. And so 17:07 left to go in this second half. 23 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. It's O'Connor, Fauci, and Schulman as the forwards, Coronati and Ramos as the defenders. Sharks come away with the puck. They're going to skate this out of their defensive end. Coronati up early on his man as the Sharks try to gain the zone. Too many Stars all around, though. Good defensive work there by the power play unit. It's the Stars gaining the line, trying to fire, and it gets caught in some Sharks equipment. Picking it up, though, are the Stars. They shoot. It hits a body in front. It was Schulman who was able to get the shot off, but not through as the Sharks had surrounded the cage. Rolling puck, far circle. Sharks come away with it once again and try to work that up. Can't get it past Ramos. Able to stop on a dime is Ramos there. Captain able to work that up into the offensive end. Looking for O'Connor. He's surrounded by 3 Sharks. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here as both teams desperate to get their lines right. That rolling puck's going to come in on Speaker, who just dives on it there so that his team can complete the change. 16:32 left to go here in the second half. It's Sharks 2, Stars nothing. As Bolonic lines up to take this faceoff in the far defensive circle. Puck one up to the point, but not out. Speaker just snabs that out of the air, and we'll do it all over again here with 16:26 left to go in this second half. Bolonic again to take the draw. Clean win back to Schaefer. And Schaefer works that puck up to the far half wall. Chipping it up are the Stars. And Bolonic leaves it for Coker. Coker back to Bolonic, able to shepherd it into the offensive zone. Pass goes to the side of the cage. The Sharks will reverse to the near side of the ice. Look to get this puck up and out of the zone. Coker, who had pinched in nearly picked the pocket of his man. Polonic takes over and works it over for Schaefer. Schaefer on the puck, skates around one man, then chips it up. He was looking up for Adamek. Adamek able to fire on the puck, keeps it in the offensive zone momentarily, but the Sharks now will come the other way. Sharks in the neutral zone. They're going to buy a little bit of time by circling at their blue line, then working that puck up through the neutral zone. It's Adamek. Nifty pass back to O'Day, and Schaefer works that puck up just a bit farther right in front of his bench. Bouncing puck. That ice is tough out there right now as Coker has the puck. He works it over toward O'Day. O'Day right up the middle of the ice to Adamek, who has to stop, collect the puck. He does exactly that at the logo, gains the line and fires in. Good shift there from Adamek to get the puck out of danger and into a position where the Stars can try and control it in the offensive zone. Polonic doing yeoman's work there in the offensive zone to slow down the Sharks, who are keeping a man at the offensive blue line more often than not right now to try and seal this win with still 15 minutes left to go in the game. It's the Stars working that puck up through the logo. Russo fires on his man, and the Sharks come in. They shoot, but they can't get it past Murphy, who got down in a hurry and blocked the shot. So now the Stars look to control in the neutral zone. Sharks come away with it. Some heavy hitting now by O'Day. That shot's fired in wide of the cage. And so Russo able to slap that back toward Murphy. Murphy over for O'Day. It hits the referee's skate, and Speaker's just going to cover it up there after the official had blocked the pass with his skate. Maybe had a thing or two to say to the Stars defenseman on the far side of the ice, even though it was the official skates that were in the way. Well, it's a defensive zone draw to the right of Speaker here. It'll be Fauci at the dot. Fauci wins that softly over toward Viscoso. Viscoso eliminates his man from the play, and Coronati tries to work it around. Does well. That puck sits, though, in the blue paint. After it hits a stick, Stars able to clear the crease as Schulman works it up to the point. Now dancing across to the high slot are the Sharks, but it's tapped farther there. And it's your man, O'Connor, working that in on net. And so it's going to be covered up by the Sharks. A nice long stick, though, by the high forward there. And O'Connor nearly off to the races. Just tapped a little bit farther than he could corral. It'll be O'Connor in the slot. Fauci to take the draw. Schulman to his left. Coronati and Viscoso as the defenders. Fauci at the near dot. That's one forward, and O'Connor fires in. Nearly lifts the stick of his man. Sharks work it around to the far side of the ice. The Sharks on the puck. They work it to their own slot. They'll stop and turn there. Heavy forecheck by the Stars, but the Sharks able to break out. 2-on-2 developing as the Sharks curl into the slot. A nice shot block by Viscoso. Sees the puck roll over to the near corner. It's now O'Connor working that puck through the center of the ice. He's able to tap it farther to himself as some of the Stars can go for a change. O'Connor bodied against the glass there. Fauci now in for support. Bouncing puck thrown toward the slot. It's the Sharks netminder first to it, and now the Sharks work it on out. It's a 1-on-2 developing here as Ramos pushes his man wide. He's able to push him down. No arm raised. The Sharks fans wanted a call there. They're not going to get it. Sharks control, and there's a lot of space at the top of the circle there. They shoot in wide of the cage as the Stars had gotten down to try and block that shot in the offensive end. Stars trying to give as good as they're getting out there in the physicality department. Sharks, though, control at their own blue line. We are halfway through almost this second half as now the Sharks break into the offensive end. They're at the near circle. They look to set something up here. They'll go low to high, work it up to the near point. They'll dump it right back in again and then throw it toward the slot. Nobody home for them there. As the Sharks still control, they shoot. That takes a deflection wide. And so it'll be the Stars trying to jam this up and out of the zone. Fauci there, he gets it up to the blue line. Still not out just yet. It was a good stick by Adamek. He got the puck all the way out of the zone and now harasses his man long enough for the Stars to make a partial change. It's the Sharks pouring right back into the offensive end. Speaker blockers that aside from the mid-slot, and the Sharks look to set up once again. It's the Sharks working that all the way to the far point. They load up, shoot in. Speaker fights that one off. And now the puck flicked over to the near half wall. It was Coker cleaning up in front of the cage there. That puck flicked up to the far point, slapped in farther by the Sharks. Adamek gets in the way of that very well and gets that puck out of the zone. It's now the Sharks on the puck. They go point to point in their own end. Coker on the forecheck. He's got Russo out there with him now as the Sharks will feather that up and out of the zone. Shots 19-14 right now in favor of the Sharks. A nice stick, though, by Bolognic. Separates his man from the puck. And Ramos with the click up to Russo. Russo's able to kick it up to himself and dump on in. The Stars look to set up now in the offensive end. The Sharks have other ideas. They flick it up past the point, out of the zone. O'Day pinches up to take out the puck from a threatening position as the Sharks were starting to pour forward. Now the Sharks working the far side of the ice. They'll turn it over there. Schaefer tracking back. He's got O'Day with him. Rolling puck, always a dangerous one for a defender, but he deals with it well. O'Day, return pass to Schaefer, and now it's going to be flicked up to the point, but the Stars will control. It's Gitman on the puck. Taps it off a stick to himself. Gitman controls there. Delayed long enough to get it up to O'Day. It's Gitman at the end boards. Throws it off the side of the cage. Was trying to get that toward the slot. Angle was cut down by a nifty Shark stick. Still not out of the zone just yet. Gitman taps it farther. It hits a body, and the Sharks able to work it past the blue line. Schaefer controls, puts that toward Russo. It's sent all the way across the ice by the Sharks, and they'll pick it up at their own blue line once again. 10.5 minutes left to play here in the second half. The Sharks stop and delay. Now they'll dump in. Goes off the end boards all the way around. Schaefer to pick up. He'll go point to point with O'Day. That puck rolls, and Polyakov will pick it up now. It's Polyakov on the puck, skating around his own net, building up some speed, sending that all the way. Looks like it might be on target. No, it's off, but icing already waved. Must have taken a deflection. It's Fauci now on the forecheck. Polyakov doing the save. Fauci picks up that puck in the slot. And now that puck rolls to Polyakov, who shoots, and it's gloved down there by the Sharks netminder into the leg pads with 9:56 remaining here in the second half. It's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Hey, a reminder, as we wait for this faceoff, tune in 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's the Clearwater Ice Storm taking on the New York Stars right here on Midnight Sports. The Stars winning that faceoff, firing it up into the air. It was loose for a second, but Sharks able to pull that out, and now they're off to the races. A 1-on-2 developing. Coronati and Viscoso back, and the Stars clear the zone up toward Schulman. Schulman into the offensive end. Backhand on the net there, looking for another shot pass. Was Schulman, not much he could do with the puck anyway, and so he buys himself an offensive zone draw. The officials just separating a few of the players here at the blue line. Viscoso wasn't gonna take any guff from the Sharks players at the far point. So Fauci will take this drop with Coronati and Viscoso behind him. Puck one over toward Schulman, handcuffs him just a bit. Schulman ties it up at the far half wall. Fauci looks to dig it out there. He's in for support. Sharks rack that up to the point, but not out just yet. Goes off a body. Schulman tries to pull it back. Just no puck luck right now for the Stars, as the Sharks will come the other way on the forehand. They look to send that all the way across. Speaker gets enough of the glove on it, but then the shot comes in. Speaker there in position. Kind of a look what I found as it had come across the face of the goal. Well, they all count the same, folks, and so with 9 minutes remaining, still a 2-goal game here in Aston, PA. It's the Sharks with tremendous speed through the neutral zone on the backhand. They'll stop there at the far circle. Drop pass to the high slot. Look out. Wrister in. Speaker blockers that down, and the puck rolls to the far corner. It's now the Sharks changing behind the play as O'Connor harasses his man up at the blue line. And Coker will take over now. A 2-on-1 developing here for the Stars if they can get it into the zone safely. O'Connor with Coker there. He gets bodied to the side. O'Connor and Coker still in possession of the puck momentarily. It's going to roll all the way up to Ramos. Ramos dumps that in just a bit deeper. It's thrown across toward the slot. Coker lines up. He shoots. It's kicked aside there off the Gitman pass. And now that puck comes up toward Ramos at the blue line. He's able to tap it farther, but the Stars already leaving the zone, as they would have to had that puck come across the blue line. Gitman racking that puck farther, corrals his stick, works it into the offensive zone, but without possession as 3 Sharks get back. 8 minutes left to play here in the second half from Iceworks. Sharks now on the puck into the offensive end, and they'll try to go around and dangle and then throw that in. And it looked like it might have caught Speaker's arm, and then the crossbar. An ensuing shot goes high and wide of the cage, and so it's Adamick pushing his man around and forcing the early pass. Now Ramos jostles with his man. Look out, Speaker kicks that out. Beautiful reaction save. And so with 7:31 remaining, Stars able to dump that into the offensive end. Sharks looking for a quick up. They get it. It's flicked into the offensive zone. Turning now for it is O'Day. He'll pick it up on the forehand. He'll stop behind his net. He's got two Sharks on him. Works it up to Polyakov. Polyakov works it just a bit farther, but the Sharks in the way once again. So O'Day able to body the puck in the near corner and then take over. He goes around one man and two. Works it to the far side of the ice. He finds Adamick there. Adamick leaves it there for Schaefer. Schaefer has O'Day back with him, but he'll turn niftily and work that puck up over toward Polyakov. So O'Day back on the puck. He's seen enough in the zone. He flicks it up, but it doesn't come out as it's intercepted at the blue line by the Sharks. Sharks work that up to the near point. Look out. It's the Sharks trying to load up a shot once again from that near point. They won't stalk in. It's a possession game for them now with 6:38 left to go in this one. It's the Stars working that out from Russo on up to Polyakov, up to Belonik. Belonik leaves there for Polyakov, and the Sharks now come the other way in a 2-on-1. It's a 2-on-1 as the Sharks stalk in. They fire it all the way across. Speaker sells out, coming all the way across, makes the second save as the Sharks had missed the net on the initial shot. Now it's O'Day now on the puck. O'Day has the puck. He'll turn with it, work it up to the far half wall. Russo now on the puck there. He flicks it farther. It's Russo getting in the way of that shot, and it sneaks through, but hits the outside of the post. Boy, that puck took two deflections and knuckled, and somehow still stayed out. It's now the Sharks picking up the puck in their own end as they're behind their cage. Stars able to make a partial change. Fauci on the forecheck. He's got O'Connor out there with him. Sharks, though, will come the other way once again. A 3-on-2 right now as the Sharks look to set something up down low. Sharks pick it up at the end line. They look to go all the way around, but they're forced wide nicely by the Stars. It was a good play there by Polyakov that cut out the threat. He's able to dump into the offensive end so the Stars can complete their change. Now the Stars, through Fauci, trying to keep the offensive zone, brought back in by the Sharks just to buy some time and space. And now the Sharks in business in the offensive end once again. Viscoso stands his man up, and the Stars look to take over at the near side of the ice. Tillman works it up to the half wall. Coronati able to body his man there, but he's going to go to the box after the hit at the near half wall as the Sharks player stays down, and you don't want to see that. So the good news is Sharks man right back to his skates, able to skate off on his own power, and that is always good news. But Stars through Coronati to the box. Let's see what the call is. It was certainly 2 for roughing here, as it's just discussed. Well, looks like it's going to be a 2 and 10, given the hip grab by the officials. So Bergman over to serve the 2. Coronati out for the next 10 minutes. If the Stars are able to tie it up, he'll be out for the entirety of the first overtime period as well. So the Stars with a tall task here. Down 2, down a man for the next 2 minutes. 4:57 remaining in this game. It's the Sharks trying to set up something in the offensive zone here, up a man. Sharks behind the net. Ramos pushes his man wide. Murphy on the other side of the cage. Sharks will work that up to the near point. They walk the blue line. They'll shoot in, but a deflection off the stick of Belonik carries that wide. Now the Sharks trying to do the same from the top of the slot. They work it down to the near circle now. Do the Sharks. They fire it all the way across, but very good stick work by Murphy. Throws that up into the netting and cuts out the threat with 4:32 left to go in this game. 1:35 left to go on the man advantage for the Sharks. Just a little bit of the air in the arena right now. Let out as the Stars down 2 are also on the penalty kill. Certainly a shorthanded opportunity would inject energy right back into the stands. Instead, the Sharks have the puck in low. Speaker able to shut that down, but the initial shot saved. Rebound tucked home by the Sharks. It's a power play goal for them with 4:18 left to go in this game. It's Sharks 3, Stars nothing. And still some work to do in this game. Now it'll be Shulman, Gitman, O'Connor as the forwards, Ramos and Murphy as the defenders. Shots 24-16 in the Sharks' favor right now. Ramos on the puck, works it over for Murphy. Murphy on up for Shulman. Takes that puck from behind him, works it in front of him, but he takes a heavy hit at the center of the ice. And the officials are going to call that one very quickly. It's a roughing call against the Sharks with 4:04 remaining to go in this game. Officials just trying to keep control of it. And so it will be an offensive zone draw here for the Stars as they go on the power play and look to find the back of the net. Now Murphy, Bolognic, Polyakov, Gitman, and O'Connor as the 5 skaters. Gitman to take the draw near circle. Puck one forward, but without possession, so the Sharks bang it off the glass and get it up and out of the zone. Tracking back for it is Bolognic. Bolognic on the puck, works that up to the wall in front of the scorer's table, but it hits the body there. Shot in. Speaker able to make the save on the nifty play by the Sharks. Murphy was without a stick, but did enough to force his man into the shot. And so Murphy to pick that puck up. He gets sandwiched against the boards, keeps his skates, and now it's Murphy on the puck. He's going to stop and delay as the Stars are on the power play here. And so they should have a little time and ice in their favor. It's the Sharks pouring into the offensive zone once again, but taking over that puck is the Stars in their own end. Stars work that puck up to the blue line, but not out just yet. And they'll do it this time as it's Bolognic taking that puck, working it over for Gitman. Gitman with speed, now into the offensive end. Rolling puck finds a Sharks stick under 3 minutes left to play, just 53 seconds left to go on the man advantage as the Stars initially cut out that threat, but now it's the Sharks pouring forward once again into the slot. They get in tight. Speaker swipes that aside, and onward we play. Into the offensive end comes O'Connor with speed. It's rubbed off his stick at the last second as Ramos had pinched in to try and keep the zone. O'Day tracks back for the puck now. It's O'Day going backhand to forehand, curling around in his own end, pushed just wide by the Sharks defender in front of the scorer's table as O'Connor looks to take the puck off his man. Dropping the shoulder was Polyakov, nearly found O'Connor in the slot. Instead, the Sharks come away with the puck. It's Russo on the puck there. Russo kicks it to himself at his offensive blue line, tries to draw it in deeper, but it finds Polyakov. Polyakov on over, Stars in, they shoot, and it's saved there by the Sharks netminder with 2:03 left to go in this game. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Now shots 25-17 in favor of the Sharks, and it will be Fauci at the dot in the offensive zone. He's got Shulman to his left, Russo to his right. O'Day and Schaefer as the defenders. Sharks will skate this up and out of the zone. 2-on-2 developing, now a 1-on-1 as the Sharks on a mini break in alone. Speaker got a piece of it, but not enough of it as the Sharks turn that into a mini break, and they score with 1:53 left to go in this game. Sharks find the back of the net and try to remove all doubt from the result in this one. It'll be Gitman at the logo to take the ensuing faceoff. O'Day and Schaefer out there. Coker and Adamick as the forwards. Gitman now at the logo, trying to work that up and forward. He does so momentarily. The Sharks then eventually control. The Sharks working that puck up to the logo and into the offensive zone now. They want more here, and they'll shoot that just wide. O'Day on the puck, works it over for Coker. Coker jams it off the boards, and there he finds Gitman. Gitman into the neutral zone. Sharks take over at their own blue line. 90 seconds left to go in this game as O'Day has the puck. He's going to skate it into the offensive zone. O'Day on the forehand, shoots, and that one's saved by the Sharks netminder to preserve the shutout. It's Coker now trying to work that puck deeper. Leaves it there for Adamick. Adamick on the puck, fires that across. It's kicked out by the Sharks defenders. Wrap around, no look shot there by Coker. Doesn't quite make it all the way through, and this rolling puck's gonna come on net. And Speaker's there on the puck, as it bounces up off the stick. Schaefer nearly pushed into his netminder, but did well to avoid the tap on the back and not end up taking out his netminder despite the play from the Atlantic City Sharks. 59.8 seconds left to go here as it's a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Rolling puck finds a Stars stick off the faceoff, and off to the races goes Polyakov. Polyakov on the forehand, pushed wide, rounds his man all the way to the end boards, pushed against the glass there as the Sharks look to take over. And it's Polyakov working that down low as the Stars try to get it out front through O'Connor. Can't quite do it. O'Connor gets in the way of the zone breakout long enough for the Stars through Belonik to take over, at least momentarily. Rolling puck to the neutral zone. 35 seconds left to go in this game as the Sharks still want more. It's Murphy able to flick that puck up, but the Sharks will be offside. And so finally the whistle blows with 26.3 seconds left. Well, Viscoso off to the bench there in favor of Ramos and Murphy. And so it's the Stars controlling that face-off win through Murphy. He'll skate it up through the neutral zone and settle that puck down toward the offensive end. Sharks, though, have a one-on-one coming the other way. It's Ramos back. Sharks into the slot. They try and go around Ramos, and he says no. Ensuing pass comes into the blue paint and hits a skate. Skits there. 2 seconds left as the Stars able to just work this up to the buzzer. And that'll do it. We've gone final here from Aston, PA. It's the Atlantic City Sharks 4, the New York Stars 0. Thanks so much for watching right here on Midnight Sports. We'll see you again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. as the Stars take on the Clearwater Ice Storm. Until then, stay safe.